What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to 817 Collectibles. Today I am doing a full review on my Star-Lord. This is the 1/6 scale figure from Hot Toys, and Hot Toys is a big company that does produce high quality end toys. They do statues, they do figures like what I'm about to show you today. They do minifigures, they do a bunch of stuff. If you guys are interested in any of that kind of stuff, visit their website, Sideshow Collectibles. They are pretty expensive. I am not gonna lie, they are pretty expensive. These are something that, if you really do get into collecting, this is something that you, I guess, want to save money for. These are high end quality toys. I shouldn't say toys, more of a collectible action figure. I don't play with them. I don't do anything like that. These are just stable. They stay on my shelf. I only do reviews on them to move them. No, I only move them to do reviews on them. Excuse me. But I wanted to do a full box review, and I wanted to do a full figure review on this figure. I had a friend the other day ask me about it, and he did see it on one of my old YouTube videos that I did about a month ago. Not really getting into detail of the figure, but just showing him and where I bought him, stuff like that. But today I did want to show you guys how the boxes look, how they're made. I usually don't get into full detail on, a lot of these figures because I don't know how to fully present them. I've watched YouTube videos. I've been, studying YouTube videos on how these guys present these toys, and I want to get into more detail with them, like I should. So I do want to go in and get into a full review. Like I said, we're going to start off with the box first, and these figures are from Hot Toys, and like I said, these are really, really expensive. This is something, like I said, you do want to save money for, or if you just, man, if you have spending money, man, and if you like this kind of stuff, man, I'll just go ahead and go buy it. But these are cool figures. These are something that, if you have guests over, my brother even comes over, man, he's like, you got a really good collection. It's something that's a good talking piece. If you, like I said, other collectors on Facebook that I talk to, or, just even with my brother, man, we love just looking at our pieces and going over about what we have. And, we're going to be collecting more stuff soon. I got other stuff coming in. So, enough of all that stuff. Let me go ahead and get into this video and show you guys exactly what these boxes look like, how these figures are made, and then go over every detail of the figure and the box together, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the full review, guys. Just starting off with the front face of the box. As you can see, it's Star-Lord. Has a full face mask on, full jacket. You can see the Avengers symbol on it on the right side. And just going in, he's from the Guardians of the Galaxy, right? So anything that you see on his box is gonna look like he's in the universe and the stars, galaxy, stuff like that. It looks really nice, guys. I mean, let me take this off here, get a closer look. So you can see here full detail of the face, even with his hair. I mean, they got everything pretty much accurate. I love how they did the Avengers symbol, and I love how they put him together with the symbol. Because a lot of people, think of Star-Lord not really much as an Avenger, more as of Guardians of the Galaxy. And I can see why, because of the fact that he's more of like a goofy kind of, character. A lot of people really don't take him seriously, and that's kind of a reason why he's not in a lot of big fights. But he is a figure that I like a lot. Just his personality, just the type of person he is. He is a really, really good figure that I wanted to collect when I saw him. And it was a difficult choice because it was him and another figure from the Guardians of the Galaxy. But I wanted to go ahead and go with him, and I'm glad I did because of the fact of how he looks, detail-wise, clothing-wise. I mean, he's a really, really nice figure, guys. So I just wanted to start off with the front face of the box. And like I said, Hot Toys, from here at the bottom, you can see on the left side there, it says Hot Toys. And like I said, you can visit their website, and you'll see more about them, what kind of stuff they have, new stuff coming in. You know, they do a lot of things um, that I like. My brother likes. He likes more of the old '90s, you know, Batman stuff like that. And man, they have a bunch of that stuff there. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff and you want to jump into that stuff, like I said, it is expensive. There are other alternatives, like other brands that come out. One, for example, is my Robin that I have, and I'll end up reviewing him another time. But he is from Toys Era, and they're a way a little bit, probably a lot cheaper than actual Hot Toys. But I will eventually show you the difference between the two, because of the fact of how much of detail you'll get into the Hot Toys, or how much detail you'll get into the actual Toys Era figure. And I'll eventually show that stuff and more later videos and stuff like that. But I just wanted to do a full review on him. I think he is an excellent figure. I love how he looks, and I'll show you that, guys, here in a bit. But let me do a full review of the box. So as you can see here, it'll have Star-Lord 1/6 scale collectible, the Avengers symbol there on the top. And then you get to the side figure. Let me pull this up here, and you can see how it has his hand, the blaster. It'll say Star-Lord again on the side. You know, and this is just the box, guys. So this is the full detail of the boxes of how you like I've always said in my other videos, you pay for what you get, and you're gonna pay for good quality stuff. So you're not paying for anything cheap here. I guarantee you that. A lot of people are like, "Oh man, it's just toys," And honestly, guys, man, I was one of those type of people that, man, he's spending too much on toys. These are dolls, whatever. But man, until you really get into the detail of them, until you really have somebody, I'll say it, but like my brother, he showed me about this stuff, and man, ever since then I've been hooked. I've spent, I'll say, thousands of dollars on toys, and it's more of the fact that yes, it's a lot of money. A lot of people think, oh man, he's spending way too much money on this stuff. Yeah, it is a lot of money. It's not cheap. But it's something that you see every day. It's not going to end up messing up. If you take care of it, it's not going to mess up. If you properly, display them, make sure if you do have kids, try to keep them away from them, because, they're toys. They see them on movies. And, it's one of those things that I love to do it. I do love to watch, especially on how they're made. They're watching the guys sculpt these things and get them, to what their production is on, when they're fully made. It's pretty cool. I mean, this is something that I really like getting into, and like I said, I was one of those doubters that were like, man, this is too much. I don't think it's worth it, but it is worth it, guys. And they're toys, they're dolls, but man, this is something that I love doing. My wife loves doing. Me and my brother and my wife go to fucking conventions together. Excuse my language, but it's fun. It is fun. It's fun to do. So I don't want to get too much away from the actual review, but let's go in and just do another review on the box. So you can see here on the back, and this is going to tell you exactly, the details of who he is, of what comes actually in the box, the retailer, all this stuff like that you need to know about, that you're curious about. It's going to be on the back here. It has a Facebook link. It'll show you everything, guys. I mean, if you are interested in that kind of stuff, it'll show you all this. It'll show you everything, that basically what I'm explaining to you. And let me do a side figure of it. Right there. So this is actually pretty cool. This is actually the first time I've actually seen the side of this one. I thought I didn't think it had the actual Gauntlet on there, and I'm actually pretty shocked that I really didn't take another side look on this thing because I didn't know that it had that on there. That's actually pretty cool. I did not realize it had the Infinity Gauntlet on here. So that's a pretty nice detail. Honestly, guys, I did not know it had that detail on there. I must have like skimmed through it pretty quick and didn't even think about it, and that's pretty cool. But anyways, so you see here Marvel's Avenger Infinity War, and a lot of these different figures are going to be different only because of the fact that you're getting them from different series of movies. You're not going to get them from the same movie. Move that back here. So that's the box review, guys. I wanted to show you just how good of a detail of a box they do come in. There is accessories in there. I don't really want to get fully in there because I already have it unboxed. I'd rather get a new hot toy, open it up, and show you guys exactly what comes in here. I've already have this thing unboxed. It's kind of messy in there. I don't want to do all that kind of stuff, but I do want to show you the figure that is already posed. It's already built. And let me go ahead and get into that for you guys. All right. So I'm going to have to take the camera off for this one. All right, guys. So as you can see, he does come with quite a bit of accessories, guys. He does have a lot of accessories for this figure. I was actually shocked of how many accessories he does have because he's not really a big character that does carry a lot of things. But if you get into more detail of his character, he actually does. He does carry a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff in the box I do have, but I don't want to. Like I said, it's all messed up in that box, so I'd rather just show you guys what I already have built and how I have him posed. So this scene right here is actually the scene where he comes out from the portal. This is not the one from Endgame, so I don't want anybody to get confused and think this is the one from Endgame because it's not. This is the one from Infinity War. And this is the part where they're fighting on Titan, the place where Thanos lives. He grew up, basically destroyed himself, so this is that part. So people get confused, oh, that's the Endgame one. No, this is the Infinity War series one. And you can tell differently by the clothing. The background, I can see why, because of the spinning halo that he does come out of. But it's not from that series. It's the actual from the Infinity War. But let me go ahead and get into the facial structure of how he's built. So just from the beginning, guys, look at that. I mean, you're getting a full face. Now he does have two head exchanges. He does have this one, and he has the one with the mask. So I should have pulled that one out, but I didn't. But it's okay. I mean, eventually I'll end up reviewing, like I said, one with this one and one with the Robin, and you'll see why, how differently they are. But just look at the face sculpt, guys. Accurate. I mean, these things are really, really accurate on how they're portrayed. He is in the phase of where his mask is halfway on. And a lot of people get that I did show, man, why is this the mask broken? No, this is when he, basically when he clicks on the side, he has a little click button on there and it'll pull the front face off, and he'll have just a side view. The side pieces on him. You can see there. I mean, just look at the detail, guys. He has a freaking mustache there. I mean, it's really nice stuff. You're paying for good quality items, and I'll tell you this. They're not something that you really want to play with. They're just there to show, and I'll eventually want to get cases for each of these things because I don't want them to get damaged by like dust and stuff like that. But they are something you really want to take care of. But so anyways, let's go back into what he's wearing. So the fabric on him is actual fabric. It's not any like rubber. This is actual fabric, like actual fabric. And this is actual leather. Yeah, it's actual leather. So he does have an undershirt. I don't want to get into the zip him down because it is hard to pose him the way I have him posed. But yeah, I mean, he's fully clothed. He has the actual set clothes that he had in the movie. And you can see the pants. I mean, it's pretty accurate. And I'm actually cool. I'm actually glad I did a review on him because I don't think he gets enough, recognition of who he is. And he's a nice figure, man. So the bottom here, you can see the plates. Well, I guess we'll say disc. These are the ones that Doctor Strange makes for him to jump over, to get to Thanos, to jump on him. So that's where I think a lot of people get confused. But if you watch the movie, you'll understand where I'm coming up with these. And a lot of these pieces, guys, they're not. How can I say they're not? They won't fit properly sometimes, and that's just because of manufacturing. So they have to come up with certain ways. You, as a collector, will have to come up with certain ways to get them fitted on. Sometimes you'll have to, you don't have to add a little bit of glue, but you can. I didn't add glue to these. These actually fit pretty well. But there'll be sometimes where you'll have to get, certain stuff to make them sit down or stand up. But, yeah, man, I mean, look at the boots he has here. You can see there. And the disc there. And like I say, he does have other accessories, but I didn't want to pull them all out. The backdrop is him coming out from the Halo, especially when he's about to attack Thanos. That's that backdrop. And it is kind of hard to pose them. This is a pose I just pulled up real quick just to show you guys, but I did have them in another kind of pose. But they are opposable. They are a little bit hard to move, so yeah, you are gonna struggle a little bit moving them. Not too much, they're not that hard, but sometimes they do kind of get a little stiff. But you got to make sure you move them, get the joints moving, stuff like that. Let me take a look here at the bottom. So this is a base plate, and as you can see here, it says Star-Lord in the front face, Avengers Infinity War. It has the Avengers symbol right there with the Marvel symbol. And let me turn him around. All right, so you'll see the backdrop of him basically right there. And he has a back plate right there on the shoulders. This is the full part of his actual back plate on the display. And you will get a stand here. If you did want to get this figure, you'll get a stand with the base all together. And they do flex. So you see how this one is kind of bent on a curve. These things are actually bendable. So that's why you can do different kind of poses. That's why you can, have them flying. Have the illusion of him flying, stuff like that. Shooting guns in the air. You can, you don't have to sit them on the actual board base plate. But that way, if you want to have him coming out or flying, jumping on these things, and it'll give it that kind of pop and that kind of cool detail that collectors like looking at, or people just that just looking at on your videos are like, oh man, that's pretty cool how he has them. But yeah, I mean, he's a really nice figure I like this figure a lot. Like I said, I had other choices, but I wanted to go ahead and get him and add him to my collection. But man, he is a nice figure. Let me go ahead and set this down here. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. But it just fell falling. But yeah, guys, and I have been away for a few weeks. I haven't done a video in a while. But a lot of it is because I'm waiting on stuff to come in. So I do have another thing coming in from Iron Studios. It's a statue figure, just like the one that I showed you guys with the Joker. I mean, the Joker. Pennywise, that's the one I showed you guys. It's similar to that figure, that height, and I want to wait till get more into that when the figure gets here. So, but I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for clicking on my channel. Thank you so much for, you know, supporting me and my views. And just keep following me, guys. I am gonna have more stuff coming up, and it's gonna get I'm gonna get more into detail with these things. I hope you guys like this video more. Um, my narration is, I hope it does get a little bit better. Like I said, I don't do this often. This is not something that I'm actually, you know, I have done in a while. I haven't done. I'm sorry. So I'm new to this. I'm new to making videos. But if you guys have any pointers, anything that you guys want me to review on other videos that I have, you know, that you probably seen on some of my collections, let me know, man, and I'll review them for you guys. You know, leave comments, like anything that you guys want to do, man, do it, man. And I just appreciate the support. And like I said, as soon as that Joker figure comes in, that's going to be the first thing that I'm going to do, an unboxing. It's going to be a full unboxing and a full review. So stay tuned, guys. And thank you for everything. Thank you for the support. And I appreciate you guys clicking on this channel. Again, I am A17 Collectibles. Come back and see me.